dear friends, and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy to be here. I have been getting a lot of positive feedback about my pregnancy messages, so I wanted to do another reading, but this with a little twist with your angel guidance for pregnancy. So you could either be pregnant or you could be looking to get pregnant. I am also going to channel some messages, gonna channel a message and by the in the end of each pile, so please stick around for that. I don't do channel messages all the time, so I bear with me with that. But I'm having fun with this. I really do I always love the angel energy, and I feel like with pregnancy that's kind of the space you kind of want to be in, just being surrounded by this love and light. So especially as we fluctuate through things, or even as we try to get pregnant or have kids, it's like we still want that energy to be around us. So that's why I chose this. We might do other ones as well. I do like this a lot. And it's something that's on my mind, so there you go. All right, so let's I want to show you each pile. So this is right here. This one is I use all the different cards, but I just wanted to use it a little bit better, so you could choose a pile based on it. This one is actually by Beloved Crystal, and that's her angel heart messages. This is by me, and that's my angel feather messages, and this is the guardian angel tarot. And you'll see them all in each one, but I just wanted to introduce you a little bit through them. All right, so let's go ahead. I want you to close your eyes. Inhale. And now as we exhale, I want you to choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do it. Hello, group one. So let's see what you are all about. I actually wanted to, so we're going to wait a little bit later. I just wanted to, this is the overall energy here. And so the angel of the moon, the angel wisdom. So here's what the angel of the moon says. So I show love to this angel by charging and cleansing sunlight under the full moon. So, and we'll do this. The healing angel here, which is the healing, and this is the kind of the angels that are right now watching and going to help you. So I pray to this angel when I need help in times of crisis. All feathers come from this angel. So here I have two messages already for you. Definitely, you're going to see a lot of feathers kind of showing up, especially if they're kind of going to be a sign here. If you're trying to get pregnant, this is actually quite important, because it's almost it's sort of like a guidance there to let you know, especially for some of you. I feel like if you're losing hope, if you're like, oh my goodness, this isn't happening, I feel like you're gonna get feathers, a lot of feathers that are there, just every time you see a feather, especially once it's kind of floating around, just coming down around you, there's that. Also, butterflies are also kind of representation of angels, or if there's that, just kind of connecting to that, especially for those of you who are feeling like there is a sense of hopelessness here. There's also, for some of you who are, it's a sense of fear as well. And of course, please, this is a general reading, so I do feel like there's different. So if you are worried about it, especially it maybe something happens and then it just feels very hectic, please be on the lookout for that, because I feel like that is there for you for support. I also feel for some of you, also a sense of needing, because this is for healing. Yeah, so healing, when you need that healing, and for me, it's like healing of fear and a hopelessness, of healing those two things. So please, think about the angel angel of healing. But it's what I'm seeing here is the message here is that look for those feathers. It's not even like you're looking for them. They just kind of show up, and look for those butterflies, and know that those are messages for you. That there's it's sort of encouragement coming through here. And then for those of you who are trying to get pregnant, This is what I'm seeing, like the full moon plays a very important role here. And there's also a sense of needing for cleansing of like maybe negativity, or like a sense of kind of for you to recharge. For those who are pregnant, also like the full moon is a time for you to recharge. So I almost feel like taking baths or like being connected to water, sort of like, well, like seeing any kind of I like to do this. I like to take showers sometimes and just kind of seeing everything be cleansed off. Like I actually like the idea, like I like baths a lot, but I like the running water of a shower to just kind of cleanse yourself of things. And I feel like that's very important to you, especially if you are pregnant. And during the full moon is very important. Maybe even carrying on selenite might be helpful, or just having it around. But what I'm seeing here is just like a needing for cleansing and like I feel like anything that weighs you down, you feel much more refreshed with that shower. Just feeling everything, like all the worries, all the stress, anything, just kind of be washed away with that. So those are two big messages. Those are like very important messages coming through here. All right, let's go on. We have the Two of Action, which is the Two of Wands. We have the Seven of Actions, that's the Seven of Wands. And then we have the Go Within, that's the High Priestess. Yeah. So for some of you, there is another message that I'm getting, is that you are, that you, and if you're pregnant, you and your little baby are, or you're a baby, but I like you definitely are, but I feel also like your baby very highly intuitive. So they also connect very well with the moon, and so that's why the full moon is very important to also cleanse, because that is the perfect time for releasing things. So almost that's important. Okay, let's see. So we do have choices here. Seven of Action, I feel like it's almost like all right, I'm gonna read it here, what their messages say, and then I'll put in my 2 cents with it. I think that's how we're gonna do it. So Two of Actions. Trust your ability to make excellent choices, yes, and especially with using your intuition. This is like what I'm seeing here, very strong intuition. There's opportunities all around you if you just continue to move forward. It may take time it may be time to take on a new partner who can help you be a success in your career or creative endeavors. Keep your eyes on the bigger picture and the big picture rather than details of the moment. So what I'm seeing here is that there is a decision that needs to be made for you here. And this decision is really requiring you to use your intuition. Is there anything else? Okay, and then not like, and with this also, this is really calling out. Keep your eyes on the bigger picture rather than the details of the moments. Don't weigh yourself down, is what I'm seeing here. Don't weigh yourself down, like, because I for me it feels like you might also feel like there's this fear and this sense of overwhelm. So there, like, don't try to like micromanage things. It's almost like that's gonna, like, it's not helping you, it's actually making things a little bit worse. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so Seven of Action. You're being called upon to claim your personal power. Feel confident, as your angels will give you the strength to say no when it's the right thing to do for yourself. Your struggles may actually stem from unresolved inner conflicts rather than a conflict with others. So I wasn't like how, because the Seven of Action, Seven of Wands is actually very much a defensive energy. And it's like I always say, it's boundaries are okay, but not like prickliness is not one of those, because boundary setting, isn't meant to be like an angry thing. And so if there's boundary setting is an emotionally charged, let's say there's like if there's like a sense of anger, a sense of like that's coming from a place of fear of being hurt. So that's always what whenever I see the Seven of Wands, there's like a sense of trying to put a, almost like you block things, putting a wall around yourself because you don't want to be hurt. And that is not a boundary. There's a whole other thing that is more of, that's defensiveness, not boundaries. Boundaries are different. Boundaries are like, okay, there's, and they don't come, and they're not, there's this like emotional charge stuff it shouldn't be. Like the boundaries are like a very simple, it's like, oh, okay, this is just something I do and this is something I don't do. There's never like any like anger there. There's just like, this is yes and this is a no. Very even out about it. So maybe we have a little bit of our defenses up because we're feeling a bit, like I said, this is for me overwhelmed because you might be micromanaging a little bit too much. And this is, we'll put it all together. Okay, so go within. You are a very intuitive person, yes. And I feel like also for those who, even if you aren't pregnant, I feel like your kids are going to be very intuitive as well. So you're a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. Look at that. Look at that. And I love this. And I feel like there's something I want you to see. There's a sense of prayer here. I pray to this angel when I need help in times of crisis. All feathers come from me. And there's this like, I need to pray. And here it says, yeah, meditation or prayer. Both beautiful things coming through here. So the answer is really here. If this is like, if you're having a decision, the answers are lying within yourself here. And it comes like, and just because you know there's the boundaries and being confident in it. Again, because if you're coming from a sense of being confident versus a fearful state, you those boundaries are, there's no defensiveness there. That's what I'm seeing here. So and again, we have going within ourselves. It's like your struggle may actually stem from unresolved inner conflict, and that's why we're asking to go within yourself rather than a conflict with others. So this is important. Because how do I want to say this with like pregnancy? With pregnancy, I feel like it's like if it's like, how do I say it? Well, regardless of what I'm saying here. So if you're not pregnant, and you're trying to get pregnant, there might be something. This is going within yourself. There is a sense of your defensiveness is coming. It might be blocking you, is what I'm seeing here. There's a sense you put up a wall there that's blocking you. Maybe it's blocking you from your partner. Maybe it's blocking you in some way. It's not allowing this Ten of Pentacles to show up. Yeah. So this is a family. This is the joy of all of this, right? Look at this. This is a sense of being connected. And so much abundance. But here, when we are in the Seven of Wands, we are very much like we put ourselves out of the situation. We're isolating ourselves. And what I feel like the angels are saying here for you is like, don't do that to yourself and don't do that to others, because right now is not a time for that. Especially if you are pregnant, this is a time for you to like gather around your loved ones around you. This is an important thing, and I almost feel like the little buddy inside you, for those who are pregnant, is saying that as well. They want this. They want the unity. This is where your strength comes from. Like there's a sense of being connected. So that's important, and like connecting to that. Okay, yeah, look at this. It's actually clarifying this. So. And then I wanted to clarify that Two of Action. So the two of Action is Two of Wands, and it's saying like this is a Five of Wands. Yeah, like instead of if you're having this squabbles and arguing with others, this is not helping you, my friend. This is not the looking at, because it's like for the smaller. Keep your eyes on the bigger picture rather than the details of the moment. This is not, if squabbling and fighting is what's been surrounding, this is not helping you. And it's coming from a sense of fear. It's a sense of it's like you're isolating yourself because you think that's putting up boundaries, but now that you're not putting up boundaries, you're putting up walls. And there's a world of difference. Like I said, boundaries, they don't have a defensiveness. They don't have like, it's not emotionally charged. It's a yes or a no. Very simple. It's like, I won't do this, I will do that. Not no anger, no none of that. But it is a sense, it's time for a sense of connecting to others, because that's what I'm seeing here. This is a family. Like, this is like the family energy. This is where you come from. Go within. Okay. And look at that, Three of Pentacles, yeah. So even though we're going in with this, and I like how this also clarifies, it also there is a sense of needing a little bit of collaboration, not doing it everything by yourself, my friend. You have to also, there is like, I feel like you want to do everything by yourself, and your intuition is saying like, no, it's like, it's okay. But not in this state of like squabbling, not in the state of arguing. That's not good for you. Neither in like if you're pregnant, or neither if you're trying to get pregnant. That is not the energy that's coming through. I really, very strong. For some of you, I feel like this is a girl. For you who are pregnant, I feel like there's a strong sense of divine feminine energy coming through here. Let's see what other stuff is coming through. So we have this healing. Look at that healing again. Your angels are helping you with healing broken relationships. Broken relationships will mend, and you will find closure. Okay, for maybe some of them that is a sense of closure, but for others of you, I just feel like there's a sense of needing healing. Like those relationships, this is not good for you. The fighting all the time, arguing with them, and it's time for you to ascend. Our angel Metatron. So it feel like there is a higher, you're being called to your intuition, you're being called to your more to be more of in your power. Like I said, not defensiveness, but really coming from a sense of confidence coming through here. Really listening. I also feel like there's a lot of messages coming through from your seventh chakra, which is your crown chakra. Lots of messages coming, possibly in your dreams. So this is like, I almost feel like right now you're very much at a high level. I almost feel like you're very psychically connected here. So just be on the lookout. There's information coming for you. Let's see what other, we have the courage. Yes. And rest. So we need to rest and the courage, not to keep fighting something. I feel like almost like you're kind of fighting yourself a little bit here, because there's needing for healing from deep within ourselves. So let's actually we'll do the channel messages in just a bit, but first let me go ahead and see what little charms comes for you, my friends. Ooh. Okay, my friends. Ooh, this one, and actually even before then, okay, look at that, you have the wizard. Let's see also what, okay, so we have LJP. We're also cutting something unexpectedly, and made with love. Things are made with love, that's right. And you have that, I love this, that you have this like magician energy, because you do have this, you have like, it almost feels like high priestess, like a lot of psychic intuition and everything. Oh, look at that. And the angel feather, the angel wings came here. Like look how beautiful that is. You're definitely being divinely protected. The horse here, almost, I feel like for me that is actually, for a guardian of yours. I don't know, I normally would say like I have different things for the horse, but this just feels like there's a guardian horse. Like that's just what I'm seeing here. I know it's weird. Let's go ahead and get some more messages in terms of like, actually I'm gonna do the letters. I'm gonna just kind of see what, and then we'll do the channel message right here. This one wants to come out, so SH is for sheep. So S or H might be important. Maybe some of you have like a farm or something, or want to have a farm. Okay, we also have M is for manatee, maybe for some of you. Oh, definitely connecting to water is important. I do like mama and buddy right here. Look at this. I like that's important. There's also like two seems to be a number here. But swimming in like This is like a weird message, but for some of you who are trying to get pregnant, there's like already a little spirit baby right next to you waiting for you. You are already connected in, like I said, that's a psychic connection I feel like you already have. All right, one more, and oh, well, let's for lion. Look at this. We have the sheep and the lion. There's a sense of like, and it's like the lion that takes care of the sheep. I've always seen that picture with the lion and the sheep. It's like there's a gentleness, but it's also there's a sense of being able to be kind but at the same time strong. That's what I'm getting here. Or else that's a message for you as well. For some of you, maybe. Just see what's there. All right, let's see what the channel message. So I actually chose this as a kite. So here we go. And it's actually making a lot of sense. So here we have, rabbit. And well, if you don't know the personalities, he's very much a person who likes to take charge, who likes to like I do have this sense of like almost like micromanaging a lot. So I feel like and from trying to try to control things, the more you try to control things, the more you try to like I almost feel like control everything, like whether other people or whether it's yourself, like it just tangles you up. You're in a state of tangle. What I'm seeing here is that if you allow yourself, if you allow this freedom here, things will just flow naturally. Like they won't be like all this, like I feel like there's a lot of drama and there's this stuff. Like all of that will fade away. I do feel like you have a sense of needing to, for you, I would say chakra balancing might be really helpful, because I see here we have the heart is very important, and also like the message is, like I said, very strong intuition, but so are these are all important as well. We have the base chakra, right? And that's all about how we feel secure. How do we feel in our safety? We also have a sense of needing to be creative at this time as well for you. So like right now you have this beautiful energy around you, and then it needs to be in a sense of creativity, and you need to create because that's how you're going to allow yourself, free yourself from whatever it is that's binding you. I also feel like a sense of being confident in this. Allow spirit, allow your angels to help you with this. Don't try to control, my friends. Allow. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like opening your hands and let yourself go free, and let this be free. Don't try to control anymore. And that's the message that I'm really getting strongly for you. I hope you liked this reading, group 1. If you did, please do consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. It actually, like I said, I know this is a reading that a lot of people want, and so I'm trying to make it. If you let me know that this is like to keep on making them, I will keep on making them. I'll do my own little twist with it, every single one. But like I said, thank you so much for being here, and listen to your own intuition. You have remarkable power, my friend. I think you are too caught up. I almost feel like this is the Maya. I want to say you're too caught up in all of this. And if you take a step back, and if you allow spirit is going to help you, guide you through this, whether it's that you're wanting to be pregnant, or that you are pregnant and you're just like, it's like, for me, it's going to be a very healing process for you if you allow it. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with me, my friends. Until I see you in the next one, bye-bye. Hello, group 2. I'm so happy you're here. So you chose this one, which is my Angel Feather Messages, and we're going to leave that for a little bit. And please do remember, I'm going to do a little bit of a channel message coming through for you at the end. So here we go. These are your 2 energies, which are very important right now. These are a big messages. So we have the Angel of Kindness and the Angel of Miracles. So here's the Angel of Kindness. I remember to honor this angel always, even when my emotions are triggered. Okay. And then this is the Angel of Miracles. So I know I am loved because this angel shows me her power to create unimaginable good. And I want to say unimaginable good in my life and unimaginable good in the world. So this is important, and this is the angel of miracles. So for some of you, my friends, we are working on our emotions. Whether you're pregnant or whether you're trying to get pregnant, there is something here that is, I also want to say this is, I have a similar card than this with my magical site. And this is a star seed. And this in my deck, I created this as a star seed card, and I feel like very much this is something here as well for you. I want you to like honor this angel. I always want to say like honor that part of yourself as well. You are a star seed. And when we are, even when my emotions are triggered, and so sometimes our emotions get triggered because we want others to be a certain way, right? We want them to kind of fit into our own, into the image that we want them to be. And even in ourselves, we do this, and that's something that I work on. And I feel like we try to put ourselves in this box, and we try to put others into that box. And this is what I'm saying, the emotions are being triggered. And when they don't fit into that box, or when we don't fit into that box, and again, I'm not, and hear me in this, I'm not saying society, but I'm saying us, ourselves. We do this to ourselves, and we do this to others. We want them to be who we want them to be. We want ourselves to fit into a box of some sort of like ideal in our heads, right? And what I'm seeing here with the starseed is, it's like, no, love others as they are, not who you want them to be, but as they are, as who they are. And love yourself as who you are, not this ideal, perfect thing, like person that you think has to be. And this is important, especially both in your pregnancy and both if you are trying to be pregnant. Your star seed energy, because I feel it, like your star seed energy here is telling you, I also feel like for some of you, your babies are star seeds as well, but that energy comes from love, right? Those energy, like in those emotions that are being triggered, there is a sense of there's, whenever we're triggered, it is because there is a sense of, we sense some truth in something, right? If somebody's supposed to say something and then it actually causes some sort of reaction in us, it is because a part of us believes whatever it is that they're saying, right? And that's an important thing to know. So if you are triggered, this is when you're emotionally triggered, I want you to look into that. Like, why is this triggering me? Why is this like, why is this person not being this way? Why is it triggering me? Because often we criticize others for something that we ourselves lack. So people, I always like to think about this. People are sort of a mirror for ourselves, right? Sometimes they're reflecting these awesome qualities. Sometimes they're reflecting things that we need to work on. So thinking about it, this is important for you. That's a strong message here. And I know I'm loved because this angel shows me her power to create unimaginable good. And again, this is like very much connecting to your star seed. And then for some of you, and this could be a miracle baby. Like, this could be like, you may feel like, oh my goodness, I can't do this, but I feel like there is something strong here. There is I almost want to say like a magic coming through here. Let's see what your tarot has for us. We have the manifestation of your dreams. Yeah, like I feel like there's miracles here being manifested here. So this is the magician energy. We have the 10 of thoughts, 10 of swords. Yeah. And then we have the successful completion, the world. Okay, so I'm going to read the messages that each card has, and I'll put in my little 2 bits in there. So, manifesting your dreams. You're ready to go. There's no need for additional preparations. Take the first steps toward changes the changes you desire. Even if they're small steps, notice signs that guide you in the right direction, as well as resources, support, and that miraculously appears. See, again, there's miracles all around you, my friend. That's what I'm seeing here. And it's like the baby steps. Don't try to rush forward. I want you to see that there is a great progress here from the magician all the way to the world. So I do feel like this is also a learning time for you, my friends. So here we have the 10 of thoughts. So a situation that has been troubling you has come to an end, and you can breathe a sigh of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It is important to fully let go at this juncture. Someone in your life may now finally be free of his or her addictions to or codependency issues. Okay. So the 10 of thought is the 10 of swords. And so there was a lot of, I really like this card because it's very much gentler. It's like now you're already done with this. But there was pain in the past. The 10 of swords is a painful thing. And so maybe that is what you need, like those emotions that are triggered. We need to face them right now. We need to move on from them. But the only way to move on from them is not by stuffing them down, but by releasing them, by actually feeling them, by whether it's journaling out. All you need to do is it's kind of releasing yourself here, because you're in freeing this. I almost feel like you're in freeing freeing others of your expectations of them. You're also freeing yourself in many ways. You're freeing yourself of whatever this 10 of swords was for you. The successful completion. This is a time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion, pride, and amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you'll begin a new journey. But for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. And you see that this is like saying dreams are coming true again. This is only and we have two endings here. We have the ending of this like 10 of swords, and we have the ending of this cycle. I almost feel like for some of you who are worried about your pregnancy, here is what I'm seeing here is this: there's a lot of joy here. There's a lot of happiness here. So for those who are worrying about pregnancy, I feel like this pregnancy will be good. It'll kind of like, it was like sort of like a miracle, and it'll end on a very positive note. You have possibly, for some of you, some past pain. Maybe you've lost miscarriages or something like that. That is like we have to like process it. But there is like, I feel like a new beginning here for you, and I feel like this will be definitely for those of you a lot better. It's like I really feel like there's a lot of miracles coming through. What is this 10 of thoughts doing here? Yeah, look at this. From this, I almost feel like from this 10 of like completion, there is a wish fulfillment coming through. I really do feel like there is. So if you're not pregnant, there is a lot of energy that is showing that there is going to be something like a miraculous something happening here. So, but we need to let go of whatever it is that almost feels like blocked emotions. And also like a little bit, I don't know why, I want to like a little bit too much of like having like a little bit of judgment here. And I feel like, I know this is kind of, I wanted to, like the 5 of swords is sort of like the ego getting in the way. So we need to release a little bit of the ego here. So what's the overall message that I'm getting here? Because there is like so much magic and like miracles around you that we want to like let it flourish, right? That's what I'm seeing here. So we have this. Get this, blessed. Yes, angels are with you. 100% you are blessed. And I feel like you have the starseed energy coming through. And then we also have health. So here's, you are being nudged to commit to improving your overall well-being. Consider healthier habits. Doing so will avoid future consequences. So that is important. So we need to take care of our health, right? And our health is not just our physical health, but also our mental health here as well, and emotional health. So if there's still that like we're still dealing with a little bit of that 10 of swords, we need to like, if it's something, if you need therapy, then maybe that's something to do. If it's journaling it out, it's almost like I feel like you need an emotional cleanse, if you will, like to release some of the things that are from the past. I hope that makes sense. So presence, yes, I think you are 100%, like you're being surrounded by angels right now, very much so. And boundaries, okay, having presence and boundaries. So maybe building up some boundaries. And like and similar to group one, it's like boundaries are not are like I don't feel like boundaries have this emotional trigger in terms of like they're just yes or no. You do yes this or you don't do this. You know, like there shouldn't be. It should be not like a triggering thing. Boundaries shouldn't be a triggering thing. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Let's see what your charms are from. Okay. Whew, all these guys really wanted to come out. Yeah. Like, and this one, sorry. Okay, we have L, J. Oh, I wonder, these guys just did this come before an E. We have coffin, so something ending. Again, there's like a sense of something ending. The 10 of swords is the ending, but look, happy and good luck coming through. Blossoming of your heart needs to, yeah, opening up your heart is very important. For some of you, maybe this gift comes in Christmas, or maybe you have a birth in Christmas. That's what I'm seeing here. You're like giving yourself that sense of forgiveness. Like if you make mistakes, it's okay. You can apologize. And we have P. We have a wish fulfillment coming through again. We have a journey. Yeah, this is a journey. It's not like it's over. Speaking your heart here is very important. I love this. Angels again. Angel feathers coming for you. Magician, this is group one too. It's like I feel like a lot of you are very intuitive. Like yeah, like that. And then we have 20 of like a coin, so like abundance coming. 20 might be another number. For some of you, I feel like you like Harry Potter. Not sure why that's this, but that's something that's like there. With Harry Potter and things. So for some of you, like I said, Christmas time, December time might be like when you give birth or when you get pregnant. That might be energy coming through there. Let's actually see what letter cards for, see what other ones coming through for the collective group too. G is for goat, so G might be important. Oh, look at that, it's the mom and the baby. Or it could even be like, this might be the goat, and this might be, I don't know. But it's goat. It's always like partners here. So G is important. I almost feel like for some of you, if you're having, it's a weird thing, but if you're having like lactose intolerance, maybe turning to goat milk. For some of you who like, you might be lacking that quality like goat. Please, I am not a doctor, and I don't. This is like there's no medical. This is just for some of you. I just feel like goat milk, goat cheese might be goat yogurt might be good. I'm seeing like goat kefir. Sorry, but that's like what I'm seeing. So that's for some of you. You'll know who it is. Maybe you'll be like, oh, that sounds interesting, and that's for you. Let's see. And like I said, if you make a mistake, it's okay to say sorry. And that I feel like that's important for you. And it's for Newt. I don't know why. I really do feel Harry Potter for some of you here. And it's for Newt. Creativity I'm feeling here. Yeah. It's also connecting to like your fire element, which for me is like the creativity. Let's see what else. Ooh, these were dolphin. I love it. Oh my goodness, my friends. It is also time for you to have fun and be playful. Connecting to your intuition, yes, my friends, but also just have fun. I feel like sometimes we take ourselves way too seriously and we take everything way too seriously. It's a sense of fun coming through here. Yeah, I love that. All right, let's see what channel message. Okay, so this is going to be the card that I use for your channel message. And overall, the first message that I'm seeing is like the ball is really in your court. And I almost want to say like, it's up to you whether you want to share it or not. But but I feel like it's so much more fun if you're playing with others, right? And here, when we play a ball, let's say if somebody drops the ball, we don't actually get angry, right? Or if we drop the ball, we don't really get angry. Like it's really about having fun. Taking it, like expecting too much from yourself and expecting too much from others is actually not something. It makes a game or makes something that can be so much fun, that can be like a very exciting time. It makes it like a game where you're stressed out all the time, where everything is, it just kind of weighs you down and you don't want to play it anymore. So I feel that that's important coming through. I also feel like, again, like a sense of the world. You are going to be on top of the world. There's these things are happening with this celebration is happening. I feel like because it's Piglet is pointing there to this again. It's like speaking your heart, speaking this from a place of truth, but it's also from a place of love. Always from a place of love. I'm also just thinking about how Piglet is. Piglet is one of the most gentlest, most beautiful characters. It is like such a gentle soul. I love Piglet, and but in his gentleness, he's still very, very much very strong, and he's 100% like he's Pooh Bear's best friend. And there's just a sense of that is coming through as well. So being gentle, being friends, being open, being friendly, that's so important. Those are all things. Please have fun with this. Please have fun whether you're trying to get pregnant or whether you are pregnant. Please try to like see the fun and the joy in it. I really feel like you have the ability, again, sort of like miracles. You have this beautiful power in you. And you can weigh yourself down by expecting too much, but think about it as it's like a little fun game, having fun with it, and that actually is like, this joy is going to be so beneficial. It's going to be, it infects all those that are around you, because my friends, you are a star seed, and that is something that star seeds do. They light the world, not by expecting others to be a certain way, but because they love them just as they are, and as you are yourself, right? Isn't that lovely? Okay, I hope you like this message. And if you did like this reading, please let me know. It helps me know what content to keep making, and yeah, this pretty much helps me grow my channel in that way as well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your time, sharing your energy, and of course sharing your journey with me. Until I see you in the next one, sending you so much love. Bye bye, my dear friends. Hello, group 3. I am so happy that you are here. Let's find out what your baby messages, well, your pregnancy messages actually are. For those of you, it doesn't matter if you're trying to get pregnant or if you are pregnant. There's messages for everybody. Of course, we have the angels of authority and the angel of dreams. So these are overall like very strong, important messages that are coming through. This is like, so here we go. I respect this angel because I know I am an eternal student with many future lives to help me learn. Okay, then we have, I summon this angel tonight by drifting into a deep slumber where they are waiting for me. And this is the angel of dreams. Okay, so dreams. Okay, so here we are already. I'm saying two things here. Message very important. Dreams are very important for you right now. If you are, they're giving you a key to something, like giving you an answer that you're looking for, or like to a question that you have, or maybe a concern. Yes, like definitely. I also feel like some of you, I feel like ancestors or like your family with past loved ones are trying to communicate to you within your dreams. And maybe even your little baby is trying to communicate in your dreams. So please, please, if you can, keep a dream journal by your bedside. And I feel like I respect this angel and this is the angel of authority. So, see, like see, I have a problem with authority usually. So it's almost like, but sometimes, okay. And then for me, in the case, maybe authority for me, maybe it's a doctor. Maybe it's like somebody who's helping you with this pregnancy. Yeah, I almost feel like, or where you're learning, um, it's like, or maybe it's even your mom, or like, or somebody who has been. So the energy here, what I am seeing here is sometimes we may not even know we're in the dark, because I do feel like there is a darkness here, like it's the night. We may not even know that we're in a dark, right? We may not even in the fog of like, we feel like we know everything, right? And sometimes we do. We definitely have our intuition to guide us, but sometimes other people know more, right? Like, I'm not like, always, I always say, listen to your intuition. Definitely, it always guides you. Um, but maybe your mom is suggesting stuff. Maybe like, and there is, and here's the thing that I have to, this is what I am seeing here with this card. It does not harm you to try to listen, to be open with, be open to listen to somebody else's um, suggestions or ideas, right? Because it's to listen to someone. It doesn't really like cost you anything, like, you know what I mean, like, if they have recommendations for you, you yourself get to make that choice, whether you list, like, whether you actually follow whatever they're saying or whether you don't. But what I'm seeing here is that sometimes we we take on the role of us, we think that we know everything, right? And I feel like this card is saying that no, we do not. We are constant eternal students. We get to learn more and more. So even if you've read all these, a bunch of books and stuff, maybe somebody who's actually gone through the process of it might be helpful. Maybe it is listening to them, being willing to listen. I'm not saying to, follow whatever suggestion or thing it is, but being willing to be open to what they have to say. And that's what I'm seeing here. Because sometimes we don't know what we don't know. And until we actually maybe even have conversations, maybe even engaging in conversations, asking questions, um, maybe asking your mom, or whomever, or, like asking people, like, okay, like, if you're worried about pregnancy, like, how is this, or like, even if you're not worried about it, just like getting more information about pregnancies, about, if you're trying to get pregnant, like, how did they go about it? Maybe if somebody says you need a specialist, maybe listening or willing to take action on that. But like I said, it's all about your intuition. But what I hear is being willing to listen. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to listen to what they have to say, but being with an open mind and open heart, that you listen to them. And I also, like I said, very strong dream sequence. They are strong. Those are important. So those are messages that are really clear, especially whether you're trying to get pregnant or whether you are pregnant. These are messages that are kind of there for you. We do have choose freedom. So this is the 15. This is the devil card energy. We have the 7 of thoughts, 7 of swords energy, and then we have review and contemplate. This is judgment. And so I'm going to read what the cards say, and then we will kind of go through with it. So here we go. Choose freedom. Sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from this obstacle that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other possibilities you might act upon. Okay, that's beautiful energy. And in this, I almost feel like maybe the guidance of helping somebody, like somebody else's guidance coming through here. 7 of thoughts. Okay, you've been confused about a situation in your life, and now suddenly everything's completely clear to you. Whether the truth was revealed by your angels, disclosed by a friend, or discovered on your own, it feels great to be awake and aware. Feel free to ask for a time alone if that's what you need. So that's important. And then we have this review and contemplation. You've accomplished a great deal in your life, and you have much to be proud of. Now is the time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and the present, and you get clear on your divine life purpose, don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. Oh, look at that. That's very beautiful, strong thing. Let's actually, I'm going to clarify all this stuff. So what I feel here with this is, though, it's like, and I want you to see that you did have a lot. You've went from when the devil card, the 15 to the 20 with the judgment. There is a great, and then there's some learning here. The 7 of thoughts, I want to clarify that. What's the 7 of swords doing here? What is the 7 of swords doing here? Queen of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. What is this 15 of the devil card doing here? What's this devil card doing here? Oh, wow. Okay. Tower. Okay. And then what is this judgment card doing here? And the death card. Okay. So we have endings. Or some sort of ending coming through. And for some of you, okay. All right. So this devil card here is being clarified by the Tower. So that means sudden ending, sudden something unexpected, but something even better came from this with the Ace of Cups, which is led to a beginning, right? So the devil card has addictions. It could be addiction. It could also be like our old habits. So whatever old habits that we have kind of came to an end here. And again, look, we went from the 15th to the 16th, right? We needed to break. These are like habits or situations, relationships where we are feeling stuck. We feel like we cannot move forward, and we feel like we do not have the power to move forward. The universe comes and throws us the Tower, which ends things completely. Usually it does not feel good. It does not feel comfortable. But in this case, look at this. The Ace of Cups happens. For some of you, I feel like, for those of you who are trying to get pregnant, I feel like this comes after. This is the Ace of Cups. That to me is like a vision of coming of pregnancy. For me, is like we need to let go of something some sort of addiction, some sort of old habits that we keep repeating over and over again. And for that, when we do that, that's when we get pregnant. That is when we have this final joy here. We do have this 7 of Swords energy, 7 of thoughts. So I feel like for some of you, there was some sort of deception. For some of you, I feel like somebody was deceiving you in some way. You came up with some clarity. Maybe it was clarified by this Queen of Wands. But I like with this Ace of Swords, there is a sense of clarity coming through here. So once you figured that out, you're able to move forward. You have this. So this almost feels like. So sometimes the 7 of Swords is like we put up a mask, but in this case, I'm feeling like somebody else put up a mask. Somebody else. There was a deception there for some reason. I feel like, but there's a clarity that comes, and if it was that somebody was deceiving you, you are a lot stronger now because of like now you have this clarity. I feel like overall energy, you have gone through a lot in your life, but you are a lot stronger for it, if that makes sense. Yeah. And so this contemplation, you've accomplished a great deal. And it feels like something like where something ended, where's the death? So something ended. I feel like there's a lot of endings coming through here. But again, there's also a lot of beginnings. So for me, it feels like for some of you, this feels like if you're in the state of like during your pregnancy, where there's a lot of endings and a lot of like, kind of, for what I'm seeing here is a sense of like knowing that something better is coming, because there, like I said, very beautiful beginnings. So if you're in that state right now, things are working out, like things are coming through that are better than that. Don't be discouraged in any way. And I feel for some of you who have are trying to get pregnant, like this clarity, this new, I almost feel like lots of new beginnings for you is where this is all coming. This is like you are going through a transformation, and this transformation was needed for the pregnancy. I hope that makes sense. Let's see what other messages come through. Here we go. So light work. Yeah, look at them. Your angels are nudging you to focus on your natural abilities. You are meant to heal, inspire, teach, create, and bring loving light into the world. Yes, you are, especially because you've been through a lot, my friend. You have been through it a lot. So that's important for you to know that. Acknowledge that power of yours. You have gone through a lot, and it's, that is something that you have. We have a lot of light workers here, actually, knowledge. So maybe for some of you, and with this authority, okay, so knowledge and Archangel Raziel. So knowledge, third chakra, and we see it actually here as well. But what I'm saying here for some of you is maybe it's time for you to go back to school. Maybe it's time for you to learn something, because look at this. I am an eternal student with many future lives to help me learn. And yes, that's true, but this lifetime you can still continue to learn. So maybe for some of you, going back to work, maybe that might work, going back to learning, going back to something, because there is a sense of needing to heal, inspire, teach, create, but there is a sense of gathering knowledge. You need more knowledge coming through. So this is important. Let's see what other stuff. So unconditional love and acceptance of yourself. Yeah, 100% there. And of others. Especially with this devil card. If you have had addictions in the past, please do not beat yourself up about it. Right? This is what I'm saying. Do not beat yourself up. This is all part of our learning process. Interdependence. There is a sense of interdependency and codependency here. So that's something that's important for us to see. So interdependence is different from a codependence. We are all connected in some way, right? But there is a sense of freedom coming from it. And compassion. Yeah, look at all these beautiful things. This is the beautiful, look how beautiful that is. Okay, let's actually see what charms it is. So compassion, I really feel like there's a sense of wanting to work on your own self, like in terms of like having compassion with yourself, allowing yourself to love yourself as you are, and to love others as well. Let's see what. Yeah, so again, the death card. So an ending brings illumination, because it's the little skull, but with a little candle on top. New beginning is coming here again. That's the new moon, so new beginning. Looking at things as a new perspective. Looking at things from a higher perspective. Nurturing, taking care of yourself, my friends, and nurturing your everything. Look at this home. I almost feel like that's like light worker. Yeah, you are like, home doesn't have to be, it's almost like, I feel like, out of this world. So maybe star seeds, my friends, light worker star seeds are here. I'm noticing a lot of that. And then we have part of the celebrate. June is an important month for you. So maybe it's a time for conceiving for some of you, for giving birth for others. Then we have the star. We have B and T. B and T. Let's actually do these cards before we do the channel message. Okay, let's see. We have X is for X-ray tetra. For X-ray tetra, almost feels like maybe some of you are pregnant with your ex, or your ex is trying to come into your life. There's the fish. They might be a water sign, or maybe you might be a water sign. Our ex isn't important, something else. But that's what I'm saying. P is for pig. Little piggies. Piggies are very smart, so that might be something that I'm seeing here. Very smart. So your baby might be very smart. Oh, look at this. O is for raccoons. Oh, look at this. I want you to see that. Like, they're hanging on, my friends. You can hang on too. Don't give up. Don't give up on that. So double O or 00. That's important for you as well. And don't hang up. Don't give up. Look at this. You're gonna make it. Just pull yourself right back up. And that's for all of that. I'm just like, wow, I really like this. So all of those are interesting. What else did we? Oh yeah, and I wanted to, before we even do the a channel message, I actually found this card. I have power. It is real. And that is like I was just like, I didn't even notice that I had lost that. But then when I was pulling one of your cards, something fell, and then I picked it up, and that I know that was a message for you as well. That I wanted you to hear. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what channel messages we get for you. So we chose the B for you. Now I feel like here is right off the bat I have the energy of the bee. So we have the bee is always very hardworking. It is like, they do this, they create this beautiful sweet nectar that is honey. But then we also have Pooh Bug looking at the bee, and which is like a different kind of there's a different sense here of relaxation. So working, but then there's also a sense of coming through of relaxation. With the bee, I'm also just like, just be, just be you yourself. I also feel like Pooh Bug is learning from the bee. So maybe whoever it is, like, because for me, there's a sense of needing for you to learn something. I don't know what it is, but there's a sense of also watching and learning. Just by watching and learning, that there is a great knowledge that will come through for you. Now another thing about the bee is, like I said, very like is very helpful, but can also sting. There's also that energy as like you have the ability to protect yourself. I feel like that is something. So you don't have to but it'll cost, right? If you're on, okay, I don't want to say defensive, but just whenever you actually do strike, be sure that that is something that you really need to. If there's an avoiding conflict that in a different way, I guess it's more like talking. I don't know why I feel like understanding each other is very important. Let's actually wanted to with the pregnancy though. Okay, so a lot of, I feel like, this is another message that I'm getting here, is a lot of you are used to just being very busy like a bee that's just constantly buzzing around, like probably very much a strong like queen of wands energy, right? Queen of wands has a lot of energy to go 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 go. Also very much possibly you're an entrepreneurial person, so you do entrepreneurship. I can't even speak, but you have your own business. You kind of are go go go. And I feel like that this is going to be very new to you to not go, 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 go. Because I feel like this is going to be you. It's okay. That was like we will go back to being that busy bee if you want to. But right now you need to relax. You need to allow this process. You need to learn how to rest and just be. And I love that I pulled this card, because it's like the cat is here relaxing and enjoying themselves. You don't have to be on all the time. And that's something I feel like that's important for you to hear. You don't have to be on. You don't have to be all the time buzzing, 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 buzzing. Rather, this is a time for you to kind of relax. It's time to learn how to not be constantly. So maybe this is actually important here as well, because it is knowing that because I know I am an eternal student. You are an eternal student. You don't have to be doing all the stuff with many future lives to help me learn. So it is not like it's like what I'm seeing here is that there's future time for you. Don't feel like you have to do it all right now, my friends. Allow yourself to learn the stillness. I feel like that's an important one, in the stillness. And also really, I almost feel like time for you to learn, because the pig is so smart. It's time for you to learn. You might be even learning new something completely new, and going from a place of being a student rather than trying to be like I know it all. And I say this with love though. Don't try to look, if you look at everything, if you come from a perspective of I'm a student, I don't know anything, you learn so much more than saying oh, I know everything. Then you're closing off to the learning. And that's an important aspect here. Be an observer. I still like this flower is calling me here. So I feel like even in the state of being here, you can still create, there is still that passion, there's still this fireness in you. It needs to be transmuted in a different pathway, and I feel like that's actually going to help you and benefit you very much so. Yeah, I think that's the message I have for you. Thank you so much for being here, Group 3. I hope you liked this message, and I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. It helps me know if you did like this reading. I'll keep making more of these. Thank you so much for sharing your journey. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Until you see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends.